Ready to play some Magic Duels? Let's do this. Right, so, as is usually the tradition, I'm just going to go straight into verses. We do have 3 new decks to play with today. We've got the Servo Swarm deck, which is a green-white servo deck, as you might expect. That was submitted by Raymond Bassato. And then we've got 2 decks submitted by the same person, actually. Simic Ramp and Hecm Aggro. They were submitted a couple of hours ago, so I figured, why not? Let's just stick them straight onto the stream. So those were submitted by Richard W, so thank you very much. Right, I'm just going to go in and find myself a lovely little aggro deck so that I can kill enough time for you guys to get yourselves on the list. If you want to play with or against me, then be sure to let Lumi know, and he'll put you on a short list, probably a short list anyway, to do some fun things today. I get the impression we might actually have a small viewer count today, so if you do want to go back on the list as well, then don't be afraid to let us know. So, let's just play some Izzet Drake and do this thing. You've been logged out of the app all this time. That would explain a hell of a lot. I'm just saying. This one's actually reasonable. We're going to go with this. Kraken Evolving Wilds, then we've got our turn 2 Telling Time play. Oh, well. That was a quick game. I guess aggressive mulliganing is not worth playing against even when the AI takes over. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, rank 31. Yay. First win for the day. Woo. Awesome. Let's do that again. This time with spice. Alright, let's try this again. Shall we? And this hand's slightly worse than the last one, but it's also keepable, so we're going to go with it. Lead off with a Fumarole and pass the turn. And then we'll probably just go Storm Chaser Mage, I'd imagine, so that we can take inventory and get some prowess off of that. Oh yeah. If you are a subscriber, there's now access to the RIP emote as well. That just got approved the other day. Made by the one and only Lumi. Thank you very much for that, sir. Alright, let's game for 1. Pass the turn back. Okay, so black, white zombies, perhaps? Quite possibly. Cinder Barons. Alright, Mardu. Vehicles? Maybe. Maybe. Well, I'm gonna go Mountain just in case we draw a 1-drop cantrip. Take inventory to get a redraw, and we get more creatures. Alright, that's fine, I suppose. The more the merrier on this one. It's not the fastest of hands. The fastest of hands would have had us 1 winning next turn, and I just don't think that's going to happen. Bomb. Come on, son, show me what you got. Ooh, Drana's Emissary. Well, that is slightly annoying. If we don't draw anything non-creature worthy that doesn't kill our creature, then we're kind of sat here doing nothing but twiddling our thumbs. So I guess we're just going to go with the Mercurial Geists. Suppose I could have swung in there and we'd have been fine, but well. So, drains us for 1. Isolated Chapel. And then a disintegration for the Geists. Sharp. No artifacts, so it's just a straight up removal spell. And passes. We are drawing like arse right now. It sucks. Right, well, let's pretend we have a pump spell. See if we can get him for that 1 damage this time. Because we didn't swing him before, which means we didn't have one. Ha 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 ha, gotcha. Alright. Only 1 artifact in the artifact instant in the graveyard right now, so I think Mercurial Gas just does a little bit more at this stage. Just not drawing into anything really. We need our cantrips. This game is a psychological one. Alright. Swinging in for 2. Well, I'm going to take your 2 because I can swing back for far more if I draw an instant. Especially if I draw a cantrip into another instant. And pretty much anything you're going to place in the way is not going to survive it. So why risk our creatures? Another emissary. Okay. So I won't mind the trampling spell. Or a shock. Shock also works. Okay, well, mountain and shock away one of the emissaries so we stop getting drained and our opponent stops gaining so much life. And then swing for 6. And then we got 2 fallback then as well. That we can fling at our opponent if we want to. Alrighty then, it's looking a little bit better now. Pass the 10. It's going well, Zarvolt. Good to see you. Zarvolt, if you want to get on the list as well, it is currently empty by the looks of things. Otherwise, Lumi's going to jump in front of you, I think. So if you want to play, just let him know. I have no incentive to block whatsoever, because 1, I'm not going to die, and 2, maybe you will. If I keep all of my creatures. Hungry Flames. Well. Fling. Sack. SRAM, eh? Oh, really? So swing for 4 over the top. Then we get well, we can swing for 5 over the top, technically. And then we get drained for 1 down to 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah. So we can't all out swing unless we want to hold back the fumarole for something like that. Hey, Richard. Good to see you. Alright, I think I'm just going to swing in with everything and then just play back a Storm Chaser Mage, and I think we should be fine. Ugh. We'll use the Fumarole. Just to avoid any sorcery speed shenanigans. Glorybringer! Alright. That'll probably do it. Let's suit up regardless, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And that's game. Well. Okay, so we've got ourselves a list going. Wonderful. Richard, you're up. I've got both of your decks, by the way, that you sent me today. So I can play one of them if you like, or I can play one of the other ones submitted. If you want to go versus or two-headed giant as well, just let me know. I'm assuming I've also got you added on my friends list as well. I should stop appearing offline, actually. That would help out a lot, wouldn't it? Can't say I quite remember what your username is. You're going to have to either invite me or let me know what it is. Two-headed giant? Oh, wonderful. So you're going to play blue-white monument deck. Ooh. So a token strategy, essentially. Ah, Guardian Owl. That'll be the one. I think we'll play with the many then, and we'll both go tokens. I think that'd be kind of cool. We'll save our new decks for the next round, I guess. Oh, I've just remembered as well, an announcement for next week's streams. Next Saturday and Sunday I won't be streaming because on Saturday is my brother's stag do, and I imagine on the Sunday I'll be in no state to stream either, so I'm going to have to reschedule the weekend streams. Probably shift them over to Monday and Tuesday would be my guess. And then also next week on the Thursday, I think, we'll do another drunk stream as well. And we'll play some more Darkest Dungeon with the rest of the Jaeger that we had from last time. Yeah, he's getting married in, I think... Oh, God. Loaded question now with my horrible memory. In August? End of August, I think. So... we're off out into town. It's on a brewery crawl, as it were. Normally it'd be a pub crawl, but he's really into his beer, so we're off to breweries to get pissed, which is going to be interesting. It's really bad that I don't know where my... I kicked you. Alright. It's really bad I don't know when my own brother's wedding is, but... I usually organise things about a week in advance, because any later than that and I'll completely forget it ever happened. Right, I'll send you another invite, I guess. There you go. Oh, you've already sent me one. Never mind. I will accept yours. Done. Oh. Players quit the game. Let's try that again, shall we? Right, I will add you. Oh, oh my god. Something's going on here. Let's try this one more time. I think we're getting our wires crossed a little bit. There's an invite. The coins I have now, not really grinded, to be honest. Back when they were releasing new sets, I used to be able to get enough gold just by recording videos for the channel to buy the next set in its entirety. So it wasn't really much of a grind, because I was going to do it anyway. But yeah, those extra coins are essentially the coins that I can't spend anything on right now, so... I think there's maybe like 2 avatars that I haven't bought. That's about it. It's like 500 gold. I think we're struggling a little bit. Richard, do you want to go versus instead? Because it seems to be a little slow today. I resend? I'll try resend one more time. Where art thou? You've disappeared. Yep, you actually have disappeared. Where have you gone? I don't see you anymore. Have you gone offline?
Oh, yeah!
I'm Salty95. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Oh, you actually have gone offline. Apparently. Yeah, no worries. Give it a minute. Yeah, he followed me 2 days ago, according to my Streamlabs. But there you go. Maybe we'll see him in chat today. Who knows? Hey, he's back online. I'll send you another invite. There you go. Yeah, I'm nearly one of the top Magic Duels streamers now. It's pretty great. One more resend. Alright. If this one fails, then we'll probably go versus instead, if you don't mind, Richard. Oh, worried. No worries, man. It's mostly the client that does it half of the time. It's to be expected. So let me know if it does fail again, though, and we'll just do versus. Keep the train rolling, as it were. How is For Honor doing, actually? I've not heard a single word uttered about that game since it got released. Like a week worth of hype and then it died. I kind of expected that one to be quite popular, but it seems to have died off. Not good at all. Yeah. As I was in the closed beta for that one, actually. I wanted to put out some footage, but I was told to versus it is. Alright, if you want to mute the stream and minimize, and I'll send you an invite. We shouldn't struggle to get an invite like that. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do as far as decks are concerned. Well, I suppose in the event of that being the case, we'll play... I've got to go versus, actually. Yeah, we'll go all the way to the end, shall we? And send an invite. I was absolutely terrible at that game, which is no surprise for most people who watch most of the games that I play that are competitive. But I was absolutely god-awful at it. It was an interesting game, but the sheer terrible level of skill that I had for that kind of got in the way of my enjoyment. Hey, there we go. We're in. Alright, so this is a green-white deck, kind of built around Ovia. I remember being sent this list, actually, because I mentioned that I'd never played with this card, and somebody sent me a deck the day of me saying that, saying here's a deck that's built around it. It was a little outdated, so I have made some updates, should note. So there are Arm and Ket cards in here. Alright, well, let's lead off with a Tranquil Expanse. But yeah, other than a couple of little changes here and there, it's mostly the same deck. I didn't exactly have time to... Yeah, Night of Procession finds its way into a lot of decks these days. It's just such a good card. But literally, I was just pulling out decks from my sub-email list. And I was like, ooh, this one looks good, servos. And it didn't have Anointed Procession in it. I was like, oh, it's because it's outdated. It kind of should have Anointed Procession in it. Maybe that's actually secretly my favourite card in this this entire game. I do play it a lot. Well, we're just going to go Plains and an Artisan, make a servo. And we'll make it a 3/3 so we can actually swing through his rampy creature if he holds it back. And just judging by how far he's ahead, probably not. But I am just hoping. 4 mana? What's 4 mana and instant speed in a green deck? The answer to that is I do not actually know. Well, there are flash creatures in 3 mana. There is actually flash creatures in 4 mana as well. In green. And in blue. So I wonder if swinging in's the smartest play. Let's find out. Let's have a gamble, shall we? And I guess we'll go with Gideon. Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Bestiary triggers, and he gets to scry to find nasty things like Sandworm Convergence. Oh boy. That's a thing. It's a good job we're not really running flyers in this deck, because they would be utterly useless. We've got, of course, Gisela, who can still block. Oh, that's a shame. What's up, if you don't mind me asking? And hello, ELG, good to see you. Swing for 5 through his big monsters. And let's just go with a Nissa and start taking her up so that we can minus and get bigger creatures than these 5/5s, hopefully. So, bestiary, scries. Just looking for more beasties, and I imagine he's going to tap out completely for something horrible here. Nissa! Yep, that's horrible. Nissa for 7 can ultimate and swing for 10 over the top of us. And that looks like it's going to be the case. Goodbye, Gideon. Goodbye, Nissa. Oh boy. Well, I really can't beat god draws like that, let's be honest. They go back to being creatures until the end of the turn, so they're gone. I mean, we've lost all forms of any kind of threat that we may have had, except for Ormondal, actually. We could do Ormondal. Visionary Augmenter. Oh no, we can't do Ormondal, because Sandworm. Oh no, it's a good job I misplayed by playing it in the first place. Let's just go wide. Delay the inevitable. Ah, fair enough. Well, I'm here for company. Well, thank you very much, ELG. I just love that I get to chat with you guys quite consistently. It's a lot of fun for me. It's very rewarding. Alright, let's just block, and he gets another 5/5. And eventually he murders us. I think this has got Reclamation Sages in it. I can't be too sure though. So we could make a 9/7 lifelinker to block, which buys us some time, but it doesn't really do a great deal for us right now. I guess what we could do is just sell her Evolving Wilds, crack it, and then just hold up Titanic Growth to maybe actually take out one of the worms and gain a bit of life, which should buy us some time. So we can block with her. Alright. And we're going to have to pass. Can't swing over the top of that. Pull from tomorrow, X 9000. Okay. Yeah, the real time's a lot more fun as well. To a certain extent, I kind of actually prefer streaming over doing YouTube for that reason alone. Just getting that back and forth banter is a lot of fun. Oh. I'm just gonna do this now then. Because Alhammeret stops me from casting that. And likely will for the rest of the game. So I might as well deter him from attacking us for at least one turn. Oh god, this is over though. There's no chance. Master Trinketeer. Alright. In theory, we could go wider than he does eventually. That's the thing. Let's do that. Let's just make some servos. What do you ultimate at again? -6. Alright. So the turn after this one, He could ultimate and hits for 10 in the air again. Oh, try to. I'll block with Gisela. Ulamog! No! Alright. That sucks. Let's make a servo. That's game. It was game before, but it's game now. Yeah, it's coming. Nissa ticks up. We do have access to this deck as well to play tonight, so you can see me on both ends of it at some point today. Alright, let's block, and block, because I can, and take 5. And then we take 15 in the air, we exile 20 cards, and we're just dead next turn. Yeah, there's Westvale Abbey, but just no. With one blocker, essentially. We gain, what, 9? And then he hits us 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. Yeah, it's just way too much. So, we send a message. We tell him we're not afraid of him. We hold back our Westvale Abbey. Yeah. Down to 5. I can't see him right now, but I can tell that he's sweating. He's definitely sweating at that pass move. He's like, why would he do that if he couldn't win from this spot? Ooh, we got Night Ally in our hand. Never mind. Alright. Woodland Bellower. Oh dear. Is he going to Reclamation Sage his own Sandworm Convergence? No, not quite. Alright. Officially murdered right here. I accept showing off. As long as I get to do it when my chance comes along. Very good. Very good. GG, sir. GG. Alright, who is up? Zavolt, you're up. Do you want to play Two-Headed Giant? Or do you want to play Versus? If you're playing Two-Headed Giant, you want to verse me? Alright, let's do it. Alright, so if you want to mute and minimize, then I will go pick what deck we're going to play. I'm not sure which one it's going to be, actually. Good game, man. Good game. I think it'll be the one that we haven't seen. And you are right there. Okay. Lumi, you missed your opportunity. Where's me rips? There you go. That's much better. Maybe I should get another one that says wrecked. I like wrecked. I tend to say it far too often, so maybe I should get one for that. You mean if I hadn't played the Gideon, the Sandworm Convergence wouldn't come down for quite some time? Damn. Should have bluffed. Well, yeah, the short version of it was as soon as I saw Sandworm Convergence, it was like, oh, we lose. Awesome. Alright. Oh, we've got a notification. Try again, you say. Alright. And invite. Hey, well, the game doesn't feel bad when it starves me of lands or tries to water torture me with them either. So you shouldn't feel bad. Right. Looks like we're having a few issues with invites here. Try to send this one instead. Yeah, that was a pretty sweet play. I don't see it being ultimated that often actually, but it was definitely the right time to do it. Alright, let's go. So we're actually playing with Richard's red-black Hecm deck, and this one is a little bit flooded. It seems like we can do better. This one's 3 lands, and I can take this one. Reasonably happy about this one. Well, got no turn 1 play, so let's just sum it. Because we can. Green, black into Doom Dissenter. It's a -1/-1 counter deck then, maybe. Quite possibly. Well, let's lead off with a Scrounger. Don't really have too much I want to discard with Cathartic Reunion just yet. This one's jam-packed full of Arms of the Veins and Fiery Tempers, so that's the kind of thing that we want to go for. Also, madnessing out creatures. Getting in for 1, because he can. And Plague Belcher. Yep, okay. So he gets a 2/2 zombie and a 5/4 menace on turn 3. That is quite the threat. I'm feeling threatened. Okay, well, we can't block this even if we put down another creature. Something to consider. Suppose we could Key to the City, discard one of our lands. We could even just Cathartic Reunion, discard our lands, try to find something nice. Key to the City does allow us to get in for 3, but then we get hit for 7 on the way back. But we're doing that anyway with the Scrappy Scrounger. But a Call the Bloodline would have a 1/1 to block and gain some life with. I think we'll just Cathartic Reunion. We'll just set up a better hand for next turn. Neheb. Alright. And pass. And swinging in for 7. We are not long for this world. And a Defiant Great Maw. Putting counters on itself? Yep. Yeah, I see. And more lands! Oh, goody! Love lands, me. It's pretty great. Right, Neheb, go. Into a swamp and swing with the Scrounger. So I'm pretty convinced that we've drawn more lands than we should ever see in our entire game. Which is fun. If memory serves, we actually top out at 4 mana. Could be wrong about that. And another Great Maw. So you can put counters and then you can remove counters from the other Great Maw to make that big enough to swing in and murder. Yeah, we don't stand a chance, I don't think. Pretty sure we're just dead in no time at all. So let's just block right there. And take 8. Ow. Oh yeah, I forgot you drain us when zombies die. That's the thing, and more lands. Alright. I've never felt so hated by a game in my entire life. So, let's go call the Bloodline, and we can discard the Bloodhole Priest to cast her, and also get a 1/1 with lifelink, so we are going to be able to do some fun things here. And we might as well swing him with a Scrounger because he can't block. Just thought, we actually can't cast the Bloodhole Priest with the Call the Bloodline because it costs 3 mana and we have to pay 1. So I'm actually going to discard some lands, and then we can discard a land on his turn as well. Could even key to the city. Oh, this is... Mine tells you control. This become a 4/2 that's able to block. If we went key to the city, discard a mountain. Yeah, let's do that. Get ourselves Hecm. Just in time to die. Yeah, I'm aware. Still dead. I think even with another vampire token, we were still dead as well. Because we'd block. Oh, morale. It's even worse. And say we double block that, we go up to 5, and then we take 5 already on the base. So yeah, that's it. Let's send a message. Or maybe not. We're already in blockers. We'll send a message in a second. There we go. Discard. That's unblockable. And drop a mountain. We finally killed a creature, chat. And then we got wrecked. I don't think that was a fair showing of what this deck's supposed to do at all. Too many lands. Way too many. But good game nonetheless. AHRO, you are up next. Do you want to play Versus or Two-Headed Giant? I'm on a losing streak right now, so if you do want to play Versus, now's the best time to do it, because I'll probably lose again. You want to do Versus? Alright, let's do this. Alright. Let's go with... We'll leave the Simic ramp one for a little while, because it was just played by Richard not so long ago, so... Yeah, man, I'll send you an invite. You know what we'll go with, actually? Tainted Drain. If we're going to go on a losing streak, we might as well do it in style. Let's go with the Exert aggro deck, I guess. And the invite sent. Oh, we've got a message. Got an error. Alright, I'll send him another one. There you are. Alright, it's just restarting his game, and then we'll be able to go back in. No worries. Alright. Let's see if we have any luck. Looks like we do. Well, we do getting into the game. I have no luck. Not today. Thinking about adding a second sandworm into the Simic deck. What do you think with the nut draw? I got it. It's great. Yeah, I mean, sandworm's a pretty good win condition as long as you can take care of the flyers. So, yeah, I'd say so. You've got Overmold Hydra in there as well, haven't you? You can block with that. Well, I suppose you don't need to block us after that. I'll shut up now. Okay. Oh. Oh, bugger. Alright, let's back out. It's a terrible hand anyway. But yeah, locking down flyers and then having 5/5s on the ground will usually do it for you as long as you can... he keeps getting an error. Right, well what I'll do is I'll restart and then... Maybe it's me. I wouldn't be surprised. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Where has Steam gone? Come back, Steam. Thank you. Boot up the magic jewels and hope that it doesn't burst into flames. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum. Yeah, its only downside is that a Reclamation Sage can take care of it, but if they don't run that kind of thing, then you're pretty much good to go. And it'll win you the game in no time, especially if you can get to it really quickly as well. Right. Versus, and that one, and we're sending it to you. Hey, we're in. Wonderful. Sandworm Convergence is always in the same deck I have Cruel Reality in. Oh, two very overly expensive fantastic cards. Yeah, I suppose there is that as well. Okay, if we hit our land drops, this hand is good, so I'm going to keep it just on the strength of Karizev, and then maybe into an Armcrop Crasher, into a Tireless Tracker, into a Glory Bringer. We'll see. Island for our opponent. And we did get our land, which is good. So, Cinderglade and pass. Yeah, often the best cards are something you tend to get immediate value out of. Something that your opponent, as long as it resolves, they can't get all of the value away from you. So Sandworm Convergence is good for that. To a certain extent as well, Cruel Reality, because it makes you sacrifice a creature, is pretty good. It's the ones that don't do anything until your next turn that are usually terrible, which I love playing with. Smuggler's Copter. Okay. Can't actually crew it up with Baby Jace. So that's fine. Right, we can some Petal Grove because we've got a Cinderglade, so we can actually start swinging in for a fair bit here. Let's go Uncrop Crasher. We don't need to exert because I'd be happy to trade. And just gonna loot with his Jace. Oh, just the wind to bounce something. Ah, Crasher, sure. Well, we still hit for 3, which is not too bad at all. We're just naming off the unless X deck exists. Alright. Copter's getting in. Alright. More lands. Question is, how do we want to go about this? Because I could really do kind of want to get you off the board at some point. Glorybringer will do that though. And we've got untapped lands leading all the way up to him, so that's fine. Got 2 cards in the graveyard. We could uncrop Crasher and exert to tap down Jace for quite some time, but then you can just target our Carry 7. We're not actually attacking him with anything fun anymore. So, do I want to push through more damage, or do I just want to get clues with the tracker? Let's push through damage while we still can, I think. And we'll just play the Needle Spires and swing. No exert, thank you. And takes it. 6 damage. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Yeah, I hear it quite often how much Lumi really loves elves. Abnormal, really, because elves haven't really been too powerful since Origins was the only set, so... But, you know, I don't judge. Niblis of Frost taps down our Crasher. Take inventory, draws a single card? Yes. And a Jessian Thief. Alright. Now we're going crazy. Blue, red, white deck earlier. They wiped my board with an insult, double Geist Blast, and Radiant Flames. Ooh. Not bad. Tell you what, elf deck is great. The one that I was using for the subscriber tournament, that one went really well. Alright, so he's flipping his Jace. Nothing we can really do about that. In fact, he's probably going to block and tap. So Crasher, even if he could get in, is not going to do anything. So he's actually going to take 1. Glorybringer taps down and murders the Niblis. And then we can later down the line insult and swing for Alpha Strike value. And we can play this Rootbound Crag. So swing, swing, exert, kill, so he doesn't tap down our stuff anymore. And then he blocks here, taps, gets his Planeswalker. Makes me sad. As long as she's having fun getting beaten, that's fine. Should probably use some context there. with her elf deck in Magic the Gathering. Just in case anybody was looking away when I said that. Feel like it needed some context. Sultai Elves with a Night Procession. Ooh. It's got a Night Procession in it, so you're automatically winning. In my books. Let's say yes. And also avoiding spousal abuse jokes. That was potentially what was going down there. Alright, oh god, he's tapped down everything. Cryptic Serpent. Damn it, Lumi! Oh, damn it. Alright, well, we can burn him for 4 here. We can get him with our Crasher as long. Ooh. If he's not got. I actually can crew up his Smuggler's Copter to block. Right there. We just need to push through 2 damage. That's all we need to do. So we can push through 1 with the Crasher. And then force him to crew up with his Copter by stopping this from blocking. With a Lathnu Hellion as well. He blocks and loses that. And if he doesn't, then he probably just loses later instead. Oh dear. Right. I guess we're gonna go with that. It's not the greatest play in the world, but it'll do, I suppose. Swing, and then exert, stop you from blocking. He crews, maybe blocks there. Now he's going to go with the trade. He might have just the win to madness off, actually. That'd be... Oh, no. It's alright. It's okay. We have avoided death. Alright, we'll just get a Neurosis champion down and pass. No new control, unfortunately, so it'd be our old... Actually, no, we did have one of the other subscriber decks that was a really, really weird control deck that caught my interest. All about exiling the graveyard and then using memory to refill your hand and stuff like that, except for they won't get their good stuff back. Are we dead? We might just be dead here. Swings his tutelage. Or we might just have won. But yeah, we got 2 control decks. So he hits us for 5. I think we just win here. Yeah. We certainly do. Insult. Double all of our damage. And then let's Lathnu Hellion. Because we can. Swing at our opponent. Exert, killing your thief. Get an extra 2-1, which is actually hitting for 4. And that's game. Guess I'm not having the worst luck in the world, although we nearly did lose. got close. Sweet. Always bothers me that it does the first strike stuff and then just goes, yes, you win. Because it actually only really counted the first strike damage from these guys. When in actual fact they actually hit for double that. And these guys didn't hit either for 8. But whatever. Good game. Good game. Lumi's up. Alright. Are we doing versus or are we doing two-headed giant? Two-headed giant. Use the really weird control deck. Alright. Let's do this thing. Where might it be? It's blue-black, if memory serves. Not that one. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Ah, it's called Ivan Flockish. Named after one of my favourite Proto players to watch, actually. I can't remember what he's playing an Azorius control deck that used Sphinx's Revelation, and you're just cycling that one over and over and over and over again. It was pretty fun. Right, invite teammate, and where art thou? Lumi, there you go. Oh, you had a tap card. Ah, well. You'll get another chance to take me down. Don't you worry. Alright, random opponent. Let's go. Dear. Yes, the list is empty, so if anybody wants to play with or against me, then be sure to let Lumi know, and when he's when he's looking back at the chat, then he'll be sure to add you to the list. If you've already played today, then don't be afraid to ask anyway. You will not have priority access to play, but you'll be on the list after everybody who hasn't played yet today, if they want to play. But yeah, let's get this list cycling. Mono blue, bounce tap control with big creatures plus prowess. Just one copy of tutelage to confuse people. Oh, that's great. Right, we've got some of our exile, sensors, and oblivion sowers. Okay, we do have fatal push. I can keep this. It's weird, but let's go. Yeah, unfortunately this is PC only, so if you can get on Steam, then you can play. I do have a starter deck still on my list as well, so if you did lack the cards but still wanted to play, I couldn't actually pull out the starter deck if you want me to play at that level, which is fine. It's all in the name of fun. Okay, so white weenie on the right. Maybe blue-white flyers. Could also just be a mono-white starter deck, actually. It's quite possible. Yeah, it's probably... Well, they are all starter cards, so maybe. Swing for one. Just buy them all. Well, do be aware that they've stopped development on the game, although it still has a relatively thriving community. It's probably going to die down eventually, I would imagine. But still get me fun out of playing it nonetheless. Right, let's go planes, and we'll pass. Yeah, I would absolutely just give every single card I have, every coin I have to anybody who asks, honestly, if I could, but there you go. Because I literally have nothing to spend it on right now, and there never will be anything. Cycles and Unburden. Oh, discard. Oh, God. I remember last time. 33% sale on Armored Cap. There might be, actually, I'm not sure. Hey, Danamian, how's it going? I'm gonna burn it. Scatter to the winds. Ah ha ha! Get censored. Oh no! Yeah. Seriously. No, I don't want to cycle it. Blue, white, censor. Hello. Magic. Come on. Let's be serious here. Maybe if I undo it? No. No. Alright, never mind. That's the thing. I guess I'll cycle this sensor away. Oh, does floating the mana fix that? That was silly. I tried, Lumi. I tried. I really did. I can still fail push it, I suppose. Unless it wants me to cycle that. Get gone. I'm actually going to cycle this cast out, though. Please let me cycle this cast out. Oh, I really need lands. Thank you. Hey, there we go. It's tap land, but it'll do. Ooh, untap land. Never mind. I'll play that instead. Because now that comes into play untapped and we can Glimmer. Which would be lovely. Next turn, that is, anyway. We'll try floating the mana if Sensor becomes relevant again. Alright, Heart of Kieran, can't censor that. That does what? Can't attack or block alone. You know what? Get censored, son. Oh, it works now. So it's weird saying that, but it's kind of weird being called Super Loud Man at the same time. So we've kind of got that back and forth. You have some other decks I can put on YouTube for you if you want. I've got Golgar, Sacrifice, -1/-1 counter deck. Dimir Cycling, Blue-White Monument. Yeah, send me whatever decks you want me to play, man. We do have already a Dimir Cycling deck on my list of decks that we play on a day-to-day basis, so that one might not see too much play, but yeah, send me any decks you want me to play, honestly. When I get round to playing them, I'll let you know. Alright, I'm just going to pass. We've got lots of card draw. Can't say I have, Sweet Mooch. Can't say I have. I don't torrent these days. Or anymore. Wait, anymore. Yeah. Alright, take two. Oath of Jace getting countered. And passing right. We're just gonna Glimmer. Think we need to use the... Ooh, hello, Ulamog. We'll take the land. And we'll bottom the Ulamog for now. We'll see him in no time at all. Don't you worry. Blessed Alliance. Alright. And I guess we're just gonna pass. I don't know, the cycling deck that I was sent the other day is actually quite reasonable. I think it's won every single game I've played with it, so... Razorfoot Griffin. Oh, I've got a sensor. Hang on. Get censored, son. I really don't want a Blessed Alliance a 1-1, or even a 2-1 for that matter, so... Just gonna take the damage for a bit, I think. Yeah, I didn't have to float it that time. This deck doesn't know what it's doing. Hey, counterspell. Not bad. Not bad. Wouldn't have minded a land, actually. Then we could Oblivion Sow or something. Should have been fun, but there you go. I wonder if there's anything in the graveyard that I want to exile just yet. This is definitely a starter deck on the right. On the left, some nasty looking control deck full of discard, which I hate. It's bug related to casting versus instant speed scenario. Alright, fair enough. Inferno Fist. Yeah, just get rid. That helps justify the removal a bit more. Either cast something so I can counter it, or cast nothing so I can draw cards and then don't counter my card draw. Both of those things, lovely for me. Because I really need those land drops. You all know how well I struggle with that. Alright, take 3 more. Anything at all? Nothing at all. Alright, let's draw some cards. Probably see a counter. No, just gonna let it go. Ooh, a board wipe. Nice. Alright, well, let's go with a Sunken Hollow. Lumi does have a counter open, so maybe I can Oblivion Sower and exile some lovely cards. Have either of you put Evolving Wilds in your graveyard yet? Nope. Although that wouldn't matter, actually, would it? No. Let's go Oblivion Sower on you. Let's get a threat down on the board. Or censor. Dang it. Lumi's debating letting it go. Let's see how it is. Let's see how it is. Take all the lands. 2 of them. Not bad. What else did we hit? An Unburden and a part of the Water Veil. Hitting a Mythic. It's not too bad. Let's get a island. And pass them. Biggest thing I'll miss about Duels was how you got cards. Try playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mobile game. I used to play that game as a kid, but it reminded me how awesome it was in Duels to have every card and not got the worthless repeats. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do enjoy that. Oh, Dark Intimations. No. Alright, whatever. It's been a while since I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! I can tell you that. How many lands we got? 1. We got plenty. Let's just discard a land. Playing Esper Control because of Lumi. Haven't seen your deck. You playing Beaten Brown on our streams. This is Esper Control. It's a weird one that I was sent by a subscriber. Revolves around pretty much just exiling all the threats out of your opponent's deck and then refilling your entire deck until they've got nothing left. And eventually just winning with Ulamog, that kind of thing. And then Lumi on the other side, playing control. He did ask that we play control as well, so yes. Yeah, there's one, the Yu-Gi-Oh game that I used to play all the time was on Game Boy Advance, I think. I still go back to it occasionally to play it. What was it called now? You went around the city and you fought all of the guys, and then there was occasionally tournaments that came around, which is pretty much just any Yu-Gi-Oh game, I suppose. But it's time to wipe the board anyway. Ooh, Languish. That's much better than a planar outburst, I suppose. Goodbye, board state. But yeah, there was like a robot zombie thing that you could pay 1,000 life to play any card out of your deck, and you just grabbed Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for 1,000 life, something like that, and then swung for the victory, pretty much. Did enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! A little too restrictive for my liking, though. It's kind of like all of the combo decks are blatantly obvious. It's like, oh yes, play this card with these 3 other cards, and then this awesome thing happens. Whereas Magic's a little bit more flexible in the sense that it's like, oh, play this card with token-based cards. But there you go. Liliana. Gotcha. May see a counter. Nope. See, I collected the Pokemon cards for a very long time as well. Yet again, another game that I did actually play. I knew how to play Pokemon. I was the only person in my school that did. The Game Boy Color version of Pokemon, more specifically. Right, let's just... Oh, maybe never mind. It's that bug again. Let's exile some cards out of there. You can't have Liliana, you can't have Dark Intimations, and have less counters. Actually, you're not allowed to discard. So if we ever commit to memory, he's not getting those back. And we got a Blessed Alliance for that, but Lumi's way ahead of us. Go to combat. Ah, I should have Shambling Vented. Eh well. We'll be reet. Hopefully, anyway. So we've got Cast Out for his Planeswalkers, Blessed Alliance for a hasty creature if it comes along. Yeah. Wasn't paying attention. See you later, Richard. Good to see you, man. Ooh, Sky Sovereign. Okay. Well, we don't have any planeswalkers or creatures right now, so that's just not going to hit anything if it does get suited up, and then we've got Blessed Alliance for it. If it does. Cast Out if I feel like it. That's going to die. Took out Pokemon cards in class to look, and I was only worried if I was going to get my cards back. Oh dear. Yeah, we had quite the trading center over at our school at the time as well. Me and my brother actually had a foil Charizard at the time. I can't remember how we got hold of it. But I don't think it was a fair way of getting hold of it, if I remember rightly. The really salty part about it, though, is that I don't have any of those Pokemon cards anymore that are worth thousands of pounds. Because my parents thought they were worth pennies and threw them in the bin, including a foil Charizard. Yeah. Same goes for my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, actually. Damn parents, they'll never understand. Why won't they understand? Alright. The tables are turning. Weren't the Egyptian god cards, weren't they worth a fair bit? Or still worth a fair bit? Because I did buy into that set as well. For a time. Omega Bees, thanks for the host, man. Appreciate it. Alright. You getting in? I'm gonna Blessed Lance the crap out of you if you do. He's getting in. I'm gonna go for the 4 life as well. He can counter if it wants. But taking 2 is not the worst thing in the world. So I think it's worth the risk. Alright, game 4. Make you sack a creature. Alright. So we got far better things to play. Oh, fidget spinners. Shall we Planar Outburst, get rid of his land? He's still drawing more lands. I just noticed that. That's pretty bad. So we've got 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can Planar Outburst, hold up a counter, plus Shambling Vent if we want to. Get rid of his... Oh no, this doesn't get rid of his land. Of course, never mind. Hardly seems worth it to get rid of a 2-2 then. You still think Outburst, Lumi? 5 mana for a 2-2? I don't think it's worth it. Just want to wait on it. Sounds reasonable. Shall I get with my vent? I shall. Let's do it now. Why not? Yeah, cast out for our lovely Sky Sovereign over there. Never know, he could be a teacher. Alright, swing. And then we'll cast out the Sky Sovereign in response to him tapping down his land in order to crew it. Ah, well. Oh god, and Pogs as well. I feel like I was a part of every single hype toy. Yet again, another one we had tons of. Just not getting the Sky Sovereign value. Fair enough. See you later, Naughty Puzzle. I guess we could count. Shall we cast out his land? Maybe we'll wait actually, because he might have a follow-up play and then we can swing through. Yeah, Lumi's got enough lands to probably crew up both of his Needle Spires if we need to. Oh, is it non-land again? Damn it! It is non-land. You're right. You saved me exposing myself as a fool. Which I've done all night. But there you go. 4, 8, 9, 10. And then if he Gear Hulks, we'll just cast it out. Or even Insidious will it. Either way, nothing flashed in is going to live or resolve, most likely. Can crew this one up, right? 4. Yeah. Red, white, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Probably do that. Unless you want to play it safely and just try not to go for the win this turn. Yeah, I think it's worth going for it. So Lumi's on the kill everything plan. I'm on the counter anything and cast it out if need be. You want to go safe plan? Alright. Get him next turn. Hopefully that doesn't backfire. Looks like maybe we should have gone for it. I suppose if we'd have presented lethal, maybe he exposes something there, but... Pass the turn. Ether Hub. Counter the land. I wish I could. I have so many things to deal with non-land permanents. Still not crewing up with his Sky Sovereign. It's really odd. He's getting in with it nonetheless. Am I missing something on this thing? That's crew 3. So, if it's a creature that Lumi can kill, we'll just let it land, most likely, and then counter if he tries to stop us from killing it. Oh, is it the AI? I didn't even notice they'd gone, to be honest. I thought the AI loved crewing up vehicles to the point where they tapped everything out. Gideon's Reproach. Alright, well. Yep. So, suit up. You got 1 mana left, so you can't harness lightning and do that. Yeah, no blockers. So I can hold up Cast Out and Insidious Will. If he flashes in a Gear Hulk, he gets casted out on and countered first as well. 4 damage. Yeah. Let's go to combat then, I guess. Because if I tap out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't have enough for both. So it's 4 damage there anyway. Swing for Exaxes. And that's game. Sweet. Alright then. Two-headed giant Zarvolts. Let's do this. What deck are you interested in playing, and what deck would you like me to play if you have any suggestions? Otherwise, I'll just pick something fun. You'll play Control. Okay. Actually, Richard, although he is gone, did want to see the cycling deck, so maybe if he checks the VODs, then he'll be able to watch this one. We'll play the blue-black cycling deck, I guess. And I will send you an invite. There you go. Alright, random opponent, let's go. Our Grave Thopters. We'll play that one next time. It's an infinite combo built around reanimation of all of the pieces in one go. So it uses Ether Rock something, the 4 mana one that gains you energy when a creature enters the battlefield. Then it uses the Thopter Enthusiast, something like that. I'll show you it. I can't quite remember half the names today. But yeah, it generates infinite number of Thopters, and they could be hasty depending on the situation. This is a bit of an expensive hand, but we do have a Smuggler's Copter. I think we can do better. That one's better. Alright, let's go with a Swamp into a Renegade map. Aetherstorm Rock, that's the one. Alright, Evolving Wilds. Going for a blue. Oh, we've got ourselves a 100-card stack on the right. Wonderful. And we've got our win condition. Drakehaven is in hand. Wonderful. Let's crack our map now. So we've got untapped basics. Oh, I've tunnel visioned. Damn it. We had such a good hand coming along there. Alright. I'll back out. Damn it. Alright. Hey, Cool Beans. How's it going? Alright. Send you another invite. Alright, I shall watch carefully when we go in now. Oh dear. For those as well who didn't hear the announcement earlier, I should probably repeat myself just in case. Next Saturday and Sunday I won't be streaming at all. I'm going on my brother's stag do for his wedding in about a month or two. So I'm doing that on the Saturday, and on the Sunday I'm probably going to be in no state to stream. So I'm going to reschedule those for Monday and Tuesday most likely. And then the Thursday of that week as well, we'll be doing another drunk stream where we'll be playing some more Darkest Dungeon. And I'll be downing bottles of Jaeger. It'll be fun. So yeah. Those who enjoyed the drunk stream, come along for round 2. And anybody who wants to check out any of the other streams, those are going to be the dates. Alright, and Zarvolt's on the other side. God damn it. Concede. I bet that was a lovely hand as well. Let's try this once again. Hey, I'll have you know, Thalona, I've been playing on my own time, and I've been doing dark runs as well. I've got several level 3 guys, and in fact, my entire village, there's maybe 3 people in it now that even have 1 pip of stress. And I just, literally, all I had to do was play it sober. And I understood it perfectly. And I haven't been trying to make skeletons bleed. That's been another thing. Alright, let's go. But yes, as far as the more complex strategies go, you can make a tutorial on that. I'll be up for that. Damn that quote. Damn that quote. I hate it. I hate it so much. Zarvolt, do you mind being on the opposite side? We've failed a few too many times. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be cool. And we can... Oh, he's left. Never mind. He didn't get the message in time. Alright. We'll try one more time. And then if it fails once more, we'll do versus, I guess. Actually, you know what I'll do? I will restart preemptively. Ah, let's do versus. Well, I'll reset. We'll try one more time on Two-Headed Giant, and then we'll do versus. Is there any other quotes in there? Any other at all? There doesn't seem to be. There was one that sounds like I'm talking about spousal abuse, and then there's one that makes me look sexist. It's beautiful. I love that quoting system. Context, guys. Context. The quoting system has none of it. I know, I really should stop being quotable. Alright, one more time with the Two-Headed Giant. And there's your invite. The best quotes, Lumi, are the ones that I don't think about in advance. Hence, the ones that you're bringing out. Oh, you deleted that one. All right, that's cool. Oh, we failed. We failed. Alright, Zavolt, let's just do verses, and I'll send you an invite. If you want to mute and minimize the stream, then I will defeat you very swiftly. Alright, there we go. Just gonna leave this menu open just in case. Oh, it says try again. Well, friends, Zavolt, and go. Out of curiosity, what was the first quote? What was the first ever thing that I said that was quotable? I'm guessing it was something to do with absolutely hating being mana screwed or mana flooded. Alright, we've got a 1-lander. I'm going to throw this one back. 2-lander, but we can do things with it, so I'm going to take it. Ah, it was a clip. I can't look at the clip right now. We'll just got Sunken Hollow. Goes with a Karizev. Alrighty then, that's gonna get fatal pushed. Maybe next turn, because I can actually Scrounger and swing back for my own 3 if I want to. Or do I just want to... We don't really have a turn 3. Yeah, let's just preserve our life total.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! Cucho Lambretta, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Glad you can join us. Alright. Was that just a strict land and pass? It might have been. Well, we're just going to go Scrounger and hold up push. Alright, let's go. Ah, Fiery Impulse for our Scrounger. Sure. And Chandra. That's really bad, actually. Really bad. We have no decent way of taking it out just yet. I think we do have never to returns in here actually, so if we find one of them we'll be in luck. I suppose we'll Haunted Dead as 2 creatures that you can't minus to kill. Maybe that'll help. We'll see. Stanima. Okay, so he was ticking up. Fair dues. Well, we're going to swing in at Chandra. Because I fear for our life otherwise. And then we can Haunted Dead, hold up a fatal push. Shock for the Haunted Dead. He is down to 2 cards. As long as we can keep the ultimate off, we'll be relatively okay. Sunken Hollow. And let's just put more threats down. If you expect a plan, you're in the wrong place. No, the plan is essentially to keep Chandra off of ultimating for now, and then maybe try to slam these orreries. There's a very heavy discard strategy in this deck, so getting quite empty-handed is also a thing we could do. Lightning Axe for one of the Haunted Deads, and I'm guessing a Fiery Temper for another Spirit. Yep. Well, we'll see where that's going first, but... on one of the Spirits. Fair enough. And Chandra, which we can now Fatal Push because he removed one of our creatures. Goodbye, Chandra. One card in hand, keep Chandra off, and then we'll golden. Right. Hey, never. That sounds good. These orreries don't seem as good now that he's got one card in hand though, so there is that. They have nothing to do with a land full of hands. Oh dear. Actually, let's just kill Chandra with the Never. Gonna have to hit his face eventually, so there we go. And then we can get back a Scrounger. Unfortunately by getting rid of a Haunted Dead, but I suppose having one in the graveyard is still useful to us nonetheless. Oh! Damn it, Lumi! Reading what you had to say. Never again. Never shall I do that again. Alright. Swing for one. Oh dear. Red has no graveyard recursion, so I mean return isn't exactly going to do anything. But I could use it to get a 2-2. Or I could just put down a 4-2. Yeah, let's do that, because if I want to play an orrery, then we can get that back if it dies. Behind me? Oh my god. There is a cool breeze behind me right now, actually. Call the Bloodline. The less things he does with his hand, the more that I feel like I should actually slam this orrery. But then again, if he's not doing things, it might be because he's got a land full of hands. And therefore playing the orrery is also not exactly a good thing. I think we'll call the Bloodline, and we'll discard one orrery, and then use the other two to get Scrounger back. I think we might have stabilised. And battlements into Shadow. Never mind! Alright. No stabilising for us. Although we do get a fair bit back, actually. Ticking up for the elementals. Yeah. Chandra doesn't survive for very long. So we are just going to make ourselves a 1-1 to block some of the damage and gain a little bit of life. So we're only taking 2 here. And then get back the Scrounger. Exile 1 Haunted Dead. And then 5 damage, 3 at our opponent. Advanced Stitchwing. Alright. More discard. We really do need to play Orrery for half this deck to do its thing. Which is both a joy and a shame, because if he can empty his hand then he gets to draw some more cards. But we got one of the biggest red threats in the game off of the board. So there is that. So we'll use the Orrery, and then we'll discard to call the Bloodline to get empty-handed and draw 3 cards next turn. Opponent has to cast 2 things, or play 2 cards, or 3 cards now, in order to get that advantage. There's a land drop. I'm guessing he doesn't have a second land drop. Fiery Temper for our Daredevil. And then Avacyn's Judgment on the Scrounger. Sure. He is empty-handed. We get pretty much everything back out of our graveyard, though, for the most part. I'm going to do some interesting things here. Draw 3 cards for a start, plus an additional one. And all of that is very much something I'd love to discard. So, we can get back Haunted Dead by discarding 2, and then pay 3, discard, get that back as well. Yeah, swing for 2. Then we draw another 3 next turn. Yeah, Orrery might have been one of my favourite cards. I think that was the first deck that I built, actually, was Ghirapur Orrery with all of the retreats from Battle for Zendikar. Alright, we'll just pass now. We'll do it all on his end step. It's a shame we don't have a way to sack and replay our Orrery on his turn so he don't get any value out of it. That'd be hilarious. I'm sure there's an insanely inefficient way to do that. Hazoret. Alright. It's problematic. Gonna burn us by discarding a Lightning Axe. And then we're gonna go for some sweet, sweet discard. So, discard 2 cards, 2 maps. And then discard a Stitchwing by discarding those 2. I'm gonna draw 3 cards. And also get a 1/1 to block his 5/4. So draw 3. Some lovely things that want to be discarded. Nice. Actually, -1/-1 counters on the Ruthless Sniper. If he does somehow survive, then we can discard the living hell out of our hand and reduce this to nothing. So, Sniper. Discard a card. Discard the Prized Amalgam. Pay 1 to put a -1/-1 counter on that. And then we'll do it again on his turn, once that's reset. Do I play the Swamp? Yeah, let's play the Swamp. Yeah, this deck's sweet. His best matchups are where the Orrery isn't useful to your opponent. In this one particular matchup, it's very useful, but I mean, we managed to get the value we needed out of it more than he did, so... But that might not always be the case. Insult. Alright. Double damage coming right up. So, injury, hitting us for 4, hitting our sniper. So we're just going to reduce the size of that Hazaret just that little bit more. While we still got the chance. Yep. Get a 1-1 lifelinker to block with. And block it to not take 6. And that's going to do it. So we could get a Prized Amalgam back and a Oval Chase Daredevil and a Scrappy Scrounger, but we don't need to. We draw 4 cards. And I'm pretty sure there's absolutely nothing he's got in hand that could save him here, so let's just swing. Sweet. Alright. That went very well, if I do say so myself. Good game, good game. Alright, who is next on the list? Looks like Peter from the looks of things. Yes, it is. Do you want to play Two-Headed Giant, or do you want to play Versus? Two-Headed Giant, double Game of Thrones. You want me to play my my throne deck? That seems fitting. Although I did say the Grave Thopter's deck. We'll play that one after then, I guess. Yeah, let's go with that one. Right, and there we go. Send invite. That's just Game of Thrones for you, Lumi. I don't think anyone could hate it if they tried. I really like the look of your deck, Salvault, as well. I was a little bit worried about playing that Ori because it looked like you'd get some super value out of it, but seemed like we got a little bit more. Alright, let's go for a random opponent. We also got really lucky on the draws as well. If we didn't get that Never to Return, we'd have probably just lost on the spot. Alright, are we on the right side? And is everybody here? Hey, we're all good. Alright, well, loads of take inventories. I think we can keep this. Compelling deterrence if it ever becomes relevant. This is an Esper Thrones deck. Ooh. Left-hand player is mulliganing. I wonder if it's because they're carrying too many cards in their deck. Cracking the Evolving Wilds. For a forest. Alright. Furdues. Terrible at control. Just let Lumi know. I don't mind. Lumi might. I'm just going to take inventory. That's me done. Blue, white on the right. Selfless spirit. Yeah, I'd censored that. So it's either blue-white, flyers, spirit, tribal, or it's some sort of maybe embalmed tokens deck on the right. On the left, green, white, unbridled growth, revolt then. Abzan revolt. Might just be straight up green, white, I suppose. Alright. I think our opponent on the left has forgotten that there is a trigger that you can activate for free. And has therefore forgotten to pass. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we get Glyph Keeper. Well, I'm just going to take inventory a little bit more. And get more lands. Alright, sweet. Woo! Somebody's got their rise from the tides. The stream on Thursday. I will have to think about that. I would say it'd be around... we started 11 last time, didn't we? And that was a fine time to start. Yeah, I'll say 11 PM GMT for the Thursday stream. And I'll make sure to get some song request stuff going. That's a 4-3 revolting thing. Alright, refurbish is not useful to us right now. We can Whir of Invention X1 and go get our pyramid. That is a thing we can do. I'll probably do that. Don't need to do it just yet though. Do it on their end step and scare them with my blue mana. So this could still be spirits, flyers, or tokens. I'm guessing tokens with the Westvale Abbey. So we're going to need to save up a board wipe for the right hand side. Renegade map. Okay. Any follow-ups? Nothing. Well, we're gonna get ourselves our pyramid of the Pantheon. So at least we can do something with our turn. And we've got a Glacial Fortress. Alright, we can go 1, 2, we've got 4 mana open if we want to add to the pyramid. I think we'll just get the Glyph Keeper down though, stop these tokens. Boop. Creeping Mold. Oh dear. That's a card I haven't seen in a while since the last time I used it on Lumi. Oh, good times. Land destruction. Gets countered. You got another one? Or did you not expect that to happen? Anything at all. At all. At all. The left-hand player has conceded. Isn't that just land destruction in a in a nutshell? Alright, looks like you didn't read the card, so wasted a declaration in stone. So let's just play a land, swing, see what we want to do from there. Only got 3 zombies worth in our graveyard at the moment. If we find our thingamajig. I can go get the throne right now and actually be dealing 2 damage every time Glyphkeeper taps itself. It's effectively attacking for 7. And then we got refurbish if they kill it. Yeah, sure, why not? Throne of the God Pharaoh. Gotta love the shame scoop. The 8-ball doesn't lie. Alright. Get counted, son. Alright, Willbreaker is going to get bounced. In no time at all. He's certainly not taking my Glyphkeeper. Or he's dead. That also works. Probably for the best. Right, well, I'm going to go to combat. Swing in. It's essentially 7 damage there. And we'll pass. If our opponent tries to remove it and gets rid of the protection and then tries to remove it again, we'll bounce it back to our hand. Best 2-headed match. I have a screen of it on Steam. My opponent was spamming and copying Creeping Mold with Insidious Will and bringing it back with the Crab Eldrazi to destroy it. Oh, you've just given me ideas. Get bounced, son. Now I'm just going to have to build that myself as well. Hey Lumi, we'll both build it and we'll see whose is better. And then we'll 2-headed giant both playing Creeping Mold Insidious Will combo. Hitting for 6. Willbreaker gets around Glyphkeeper's protection. It shouldn't, right? Oh, no, it does get around it. You're absolutely right. It says, whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes the target of a spell, so it's already been targeted, so the spell gets countered, you gain control of that creature, not that target creature. Interesting. Alright, well, Let's go Throne of the God Pharaoh, play Cultivator's Caravan, swing for massive amount again. Ooh, Wayward Servant with Rise from the Tides. Spicy. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drain for 7. Yeah, we just win. Alright, let's play Rise from the Tides. Drain for 7. And then... Is it each opponent? Each opponent. It's 14 damage. I swing. And we win. Sweet. Didn't see that win condition coming quite so quickly. But there you go. The slow death of the zombie drain deck. 1v1 sees Land Destruction reign supreme, then we both use the same deck to force Auto Scoops into a giant. Maybe we could do that. Land Destruction versus Land Destruction is a very interesting one. Me and my mate both have a Tron deck. Mine's a Trading Post deck, Tron. So it uses Spine of Ishsar, which allows you to destroy permanents on turn 3. So it was essentially playing Tron. Whoever got assembled Tron first just straight up won, which was interesting. Hey Tro, you're up next. Two-headed giant. You're going with white-black artifacts. Alright, cool. White-black artifacts. Oh, we did say we we're going to go with the Grave Thopters deck, so we'll go with that one. Alright, invite sent. Yeah, you got Spine of Ishsar out on turn 3 if you assembled Tron anyway. It was mono blue Tron as well, more specifically. So it did have a lot of the counters and stuff like that. No Mindslaver, although it probably should have had it. Random opponent. But yeah, use Trading Post to sack the Spine. The Spine, when it gets destroyed, goes back to your hand, so you recast it, destroy another land. It was essentially Tron Land Destruction. It was beautiful and brutal, all the same. As it failed. Alright. I'll tell you what, I will also restart. And then we'll go back in. Yeah, we've effectively got 1 more hour left on the stream, so if you do want to play and you want to have the chance to go against me or with me, then be sure to get yourself on that list as well. And we'll try to get as far through it as possible. Yeah, well mine was it was a budget deck essentially, so I think Mindslaver's like 20 quid in England, something ridiculous like that. And this Tron deck was only like 40 or 50 pounds for me. Something like that. It was pretty budget. And it beat mono green Tron, or green red Tron actually was his build. The usual one that you see going around tier 1 style. Alright, we were going with... I draw one tip, yeah. Alright, invite sent. But yeah, getting Mindslaver and the Academy Runes as well, both very expensive cards, knocks it straight out of budget immediately, which is unfortunate. And I was a poor student at the time, still poor now, but there you go. How did dual lands work? As it stands, they essentially tap for 2 different colours of mana, so you can play multicoloured decks. Most of them have some sort of downside, though, so that you don't actually... Oh, hang on. So you don't just play them solely as they stand. But there you go. They just tap for 2 different colours, so you can play multicoloured decks easier. Invite teammate. Diatro. My slave has 98. Oh. Hang on. Maybe it was Academy Ruins I was thinking of more specifically then. One of them ain't cheap, I'll tell you that much. Well, there you go. My slave is actually cheap. What about Academy Ruins? Because Academy Ruins goes in Lantern Control, it goes in Tron, of course. Eggs as well plays it quite a lot. I think it's played a fair bit in Legacy as well, maybe even Vintage. I don't really track Vintage so much. Yeah, there you go. And you want probably about 2 copies of those. It's so cheap online on MTGO. Ooh. I didn't check if we actually had a teammate. Yes, we do. Fine. Cool. Alright, well, we'll go with a Prairie Stream. So I think the combo is Winding Constrictor so that you get an extra energy, plus Aetherstorm Rock, who generates 1 energy whenever a creature enters the battlefield. So if you got both of these out and a creature enters, you'll get 2 energy. And then you want your 3 mana guy who pays 3 energy in order to make 2 thopters, or to make a thopter. And you generate loads that way. I've not managed to assemble it yet, so maybe today's the day. Oh dear, it's a tutelage deck. Hopefully it goes for us. Is there any way you can play a card that makes it look like you enjoy your graveyard more than I do? No, not really. There's a reanimate spell. I'm just going to have pieces of puzzle. I might have Vanquished Unmaking as well, I'm not quite sure. Maybe this pieces of puzzle will reveal such things for me. Brilliant Spectrum and Reanimate Spell, dumping loads of lands. Alright. Okay, Underhanded Designs coming down. And we will discard one of our rocks. Actually, Constrictor, because we can actually cast the rock. And smell what he's cooking. What's he searching for? Whirl of Virtuoso, that's the name. Thank you very much. Okay, well, if we Evolving Wilds now, actually, we'll crack it for a green, and then we can Brilliant Spectrum for more. Get greedy. And we can even play our Winding Constrictors then, if it matters. Generate some servos, and then you get to drain. Is it each opponent? Each opponent. So drain 2 and we'll gain 1. Yeah, this is essentially a 5-color reanimator deck. It just focuses heavy on Esper. Oh, he is milling us. Yes. Keep going. There he is. Anguished Unmaking. I'm actually not going to unmake his Sphinx's Tutelage because I feel like he's helping us out quite a fair bit. That being said, if we lose the other Ever After, we'll be sad. Nope. No, he wants to use Countermand on us. Alright. Definitely wants to counter us so that we get milled more. So, let's play a Winding Constrictor. Oh no, he's going to counter it. Kefnet, wonderful. Kefnet's also here just to buy you loads of time as well. Mills us again. Anointed Procession as well generates double the tokens, so each token generates 2 energy. You get double the tokens off the Virtuoso, so you generate 4 every turn, and then the Virtuoso only takes 3 to make 2 more. That's the infinite combo. We just need to hit all of our stuff. Actually, he's got rid of our Anointed Procession. Hopefully we can get that back. Oh yeah, we can get a Mirror Shepherd to get back Anointed Procession. So we'll do that. Necromantic Summons. Shouldn't have actually played that land right there, but whatever. Play a Mirror Shepherd. And we got ourselves a 6/6. So we can slowly build our combo from the graveyard this way. What is the Ryan player doing? I've actually completely ignored him for this entire time because essentially all he's done is played a Nissa's Pilgrimage. He's played loads of lands and passed by the looks of things. Oath of Jace. So I could do with some planes. Some planes would be lovely. So I can actually get some of this stuff directly onto the board. Are we passing or are we doing something? I expect our teammate over here to actually assemble their combo before we do. Commit to memory, I would imagine so, yes. I would hope so as well. Ooh, another Marionette Master. Double Marionette Master is pretty disgusting, actually. Well, what I can actually do is I can play a Swamp, which will actually get me Anointed Procession back to my hand, and then I can cast it that way. I can do the same thing for every single combo piece. It's just we might actually lose to the mill eventually. I might just unmake the tutelage. Because it's maybe got a bit out of hand now. Liliana? Mm-hmm. And we get more swamps. Right, best way to do this. Ballista X2. Oh, please counter that so I can get rid of tutelage. Buys us so much time. Ah, he's not going to do it. Ah, I need to bait out that tutelage. So there's Oath of Jace. Maybe we'll find a plains if this resolves as well, so... Win-win. There's a spell shrivel. So we can say goodbye to his tutelage. He does get to loot. Hopefully he doesn't have a backup one in his hand. And we do have our entire combo in the graveyard, it's just we've got to assemble it. Let's get Anoint Your Procession back. And we might as well swing over the top. So, has he hit our other Ever After? I don't think he has. He's hit one. No. So we've got another Ever After in there as well. He could be drawing us into it. No, all lands. Not even planes either, which would have been nicer because they'd go straight to the battlefield then. Pulse of Murasa. Pulsing back an island. I guess he's missing his land drops then. Actually, you've got nothing to target otherwise. Okay, they each draw a card. Honestly, I think this combo maybe has a bit, far too many pieces to it for it to be truly competitive. But it's fun nonetheless, I suppose, which is always fine. Gear Hulk comes down and gets countered, exiled, unfortunately. Then we get a little bit closer to assembling our combo. Procession. If we count as Procession, we'll play a land and we'll get it back. We'll get back the other one. Never mind. And then we can cast it again. Alright, Isolated Chapel. Get back a 90 Procession numero dos. And get our Procession down. Yeah, probably should have dropped the land. If it resolved though, we could get back another combo piece, was my thought process there. Do we swing in? Yeah, why not? Got lots of chump blockers back here. Seems fine to me that we try to kill them this way, because we might not be able to assemble either of our combos with that control player over there. He's going to block my 6 damage with his reach creature, that's fine by me. Ah, that's not fine by me. Well, we can get back a Mirror Shepherd with Rise from the Grave anyway. And a Foundry Inspector comes down. Pull some Marasa, gain some more life. Get him back, Reclamation Sage. Ooh, that's annoying. Another Walking Ballista. And we get an Mirror Shepherd back. Goodbye Procession, I'm guessing? Yep. And mills us for 5. Ah, hits the second Ever After. It's a shame. And another pulse. This man is all about the pulsing. Gives him back an island. He plays said island. If I manage to build my combo, his life total doesn't matter. So there is that, but... Ah, there we go. That's game. Makes me redraw, and we're milled. Ah. Oh well. That's a second game in a row. We've not managed to assemble that combo. Really want to pull it off eventually. But as I mentioned, it's got far too many pieces, I think, in order to do it consistently. But if you get it done, it's fun. Infinite thopters. Not bad. Peter's up next. Are we playing Two-Headed Giant or Versus? There's that lovely rip emote. Yep, ripped, son. Two-Headed Giant? Alright. Tell you what, if you're playing your rampy deck, I will play the Simic ramp deck that Richard sent to me today, because we haven't played it yet. We've played against it, but not played with it. So let's do that. Come on, let's do this. Ready to destroy. Random opponent. Sounds good, I look forward to it. I'm not sure what the next deck I'm building is, actually. I didn't check the Patreon vote. What was it now? I think Werewolves was on there, but I don't think it was winning. -1/-1 counters might have been on there. I don't know. I'm absolutely lost. I do not know. Didn't connect. Try send another one then. There we go. Mill finally won. Sweet. We actually do need a mill deck for the stream, so that's good. I like it. Random opponent. Can you imagine if they'd actually put Fraying Sanity into Magic Duels? People hated Mill before, but God, if they saw that one. Kicked you again. Do you want to try invite me instead then? And I'll see if I can accept it from you. Otherwise I might reset and hopefully that'll work as well. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, there's my invite. Accepted. Currently in Standard as well, Fraying Sanity goes quite well with Startled Awake. Startled Awake mills for 13, which with a Fraying Sanity on the board is essentially 26 in one go for one card for 4 mana. So you can mill 26 cards on turn 4, and then you can get it back from the graveyard to do it again. Which is, yeah, it is a foul, foul deck. But I think that one will rotate quite quickly and not become a thing, though. Alright. I think we got paired perfectly there. So we got 3 lands and lots of things to do. So, yes, we got paired. Nice. Top left player's name. Oh dear. Glad I spotted that. That is beautiful. He's so right, and I'm so wrong. It's alright, player's name. Low level deck. He is running too many cards. So there is that. Yeah, our opponents are on point. Absolutely. Ooh. Herald of the Pantheon. It's an enchantment deck. In blue and red. And in green, I suppose, as well. Lots of things are interesting with that. Druided Cowl, let's go. It's a good job we got that Nissa's Pilgrimage there. Seems like quite the expensive hand. Drain for the right. Might be employing a Marionette Master perhaps if they're using Alchemist Files in there as well. There's a Fevered Visions for 2 mana. Nice. This pull from tomorrow's looking not so great with that around. Hey, Reclamation Sage. Well, I'm gonna play a Forest. So you're gonna go up to 7 cards. If I don't destroy the Fevered Visions, I'm just wondering if we're going to discard to hand size because I want to get a little bit greedy and not kill it to draw cards. We're not actually ramping into anything though, that's the sad part. So I guess we've got to kill it. Let's get rid. It's not a good idea to take that much damage. And there's no point swinging. Gonti's Machinations. And a die. Oh, live fast? Yeah. Gotta live fast. Ooh, you gotta die young. Tracker and Evolving Wilds for double clue value. The double clues. Aww. His deck size was no match for him. Couldn't handle it. Ooh, Sandworm Convergence. 4, 5, 6, 7. So, if I played the Weaver of Currents for an extra 2 mana, played a land. If we drew a land next turn, we get Sandworm Convergence. Greedy, let's go. Play the land, pass the turn. Hope for a land drop. Swing at you. You won't block. And if you do, I don't care. Okay. Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Lots of energy. And a Drainer as well. The ally Drainer, though. I suppose he's playing allies. It's just this thing threw me off a little. Tamio. Ooh. Don't tap down my mana dudes. Good. Alright, we can still converge the sandworms. We just need a land. She's asking a lot, I know. And a renegade map. Come on, land. 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 Yes! Alright. Slam the convergence. And generate 5/5s for a little while until it dies. Explosive Vegetation goes and gets 2 basics, 2 mountains. If I swing at Tamio, he draws cards. And he also blocks and draws cards. Yeah, I'm just going to skip the attack. Generate some 5/5s. Aww. You're no fun. Well, not really surprised that happened. Plated Crusher plus the Fling, if it ever comes to it as well. It was glorious. And then the Pulse Marassa to pull it back and gain life and do things with. Alright. Cracks a Clue to gain a counter. More clues. Boom, boom. Alright. Hey, Kiara. Got her own planeswalker to do things with. Blackjack and hookers. Alright. Bladed Crusher numero uno. We're just gonna bounce that tracker. Bounce that siphoner. Bounce that. I don't want to bounce this guy because he'll just get value from it. Could bounce the Clue actually. Yeah, let's bounce the Clue instead so we can't do anything with that. We have nothing we want to bounce, do we? We could actually bounce Reclamation Sage, but I don't think there's value enough in it. Ah, worm, no. Let's cast Kiora. And should we tick down? Yeah, let's tick down. See what we can get for later. Boom. Let me look at the cards, please. Low level deck, man. Thank you. Oh, we missed out on a Nissa. Well, that sucks. Well, let's play Druid the Cowl. And pass. Tamiyo's not really anything to worry about with plated crushers on the board. So you can gain your energy and your life and your card draw all you want, but we're gonna win. And now that I've said that, we're gonna lose. So what can I pull for tomorrow for now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's not a bad pull actually. Minus the 2 of course for the cost. So we can draw 11 with a pull from tomorrow. Alright. Anything paired with blue is pretty much where I align myself as well. I always just manage to find myself there as well. Just not even intentionally. Like whenever I used to bring casual decks around to my friend's house to play, it would always have blue in it. And it was not even intentional. But the first deck that got banned in my play group was a Selesnya deck though. It was green-white Enchantress. It gained like 500 life before the game was over. I like decks that are too complicated to follow. Did you like the Amulet Titan deck when that wasn't banned? That did all of the dual bounce lands. That one was very fun to follow. I wanted to play that deck and then it got banned and I was like, alright, maybe I will. Right, let's So we could pull this turn if we wanted to. I think we'll just Tireless Tracker, we'll get some clues, we'll do some things. And we will float the mana with our Weaver to sack the clue. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, that one used, I think it was called Summer Bloom, so that you could play additional lands every turn, and then it used Amulet of Vigor, which said whenever a land entered the battlefield tapped, you could untap it. So you could untap these dual lands that pay, essentially generate 2 mana, bounce them back, play them again, tap them, and you could get a Primeval Titan on turn 2, I think it was. Which would then grab... what's it called now? Kessig Wolf Run and a double striking land as well, and you just swing over the top, generating more lands. It was stupidly fun to watch in the Pro Tour when I saw it. Anyway. Alright, well, there's some damage going through. You know what? Let's make sure she dies. Or at least lots of things die. Because I'm expecting Blessed Alliance. So, fling away. Primeval Titan's not banned at the moment. It's the Summer Bloom that got banned. You don't have any mana open, so I'm just going to take care of the Tiles Tracker. Summer Bloom, the one that actually allowed you to play multiple lands, that one's the one that got rid. Titan Bloom's still around to a certain extent, but you don't see it very often because it's not as good without being able to turn 2 Titan. Murders our Tiles Tracker. Alright. Still looking for our really big threats. We had a Sandworm Convergence, but that didn't stick around long. No, Kiora! Fine. Have it your way. Well, we'll just pull from tomorrow on our turn, I guess, and just draw every card in our deck. Yeah, it seems like a good idea to ban Titan in Commander. Titan grabs Cabal Coffers and Urborg or something like that. And then you've got a nice sweet green-black deck that's generating thousands and thousands of points of mana. That'd be pretty fun. Pull some Marasa to get back. Plate Crusher, I guess. Oh. Oh, how sweet of you. Gives me my Tiles Tracker. Another Weaver. Right, well, we're just gonna pull from tomorrow and draw 9,000 cards on his end step, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then we get to do fun things next turn instead. Really wanted to play around with that new Nissa. That's the thing I was most excited about playing this deck for, actually. And we milled it away. I don't know if ooh. Discards 2 cards at random. No. Tutelage. Oh my god. Ugh. And a Nahiri. And he's milling us. Of course he's milling us. Ah, he hits the other Sandworm Convergence. Should have pulled. Should have pulled. Oh well. Do-do-do. Come on, pass. I want to pull. I want to pull from tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah. All the way to the top, please. Thank you. Discard. Ooh. Oh, it's a tough decision here. Island. Actually, kind of hit the worst things in the world. I suppose we got Rogue's Passage though for our Hydra, which is pretty good. Guess that's the route we're going to be taking. Hydra coming down. Can you borrow some cards? We've got plenty of forests. You want some forests? Those I'll be happy to give to you. In fact, let's just let's get all of the lands out. It'll be 11 PM in the UK. So if you want to change it from that point. Oh, I should have probably swung in with something, shouldn't I? Oh well. With this Hydra, we win in 3 turns if it is left well alone. We'll see. Our opponent did just throw out... Oh, game sinking. Oh, everything's tapping and tapping. It wouldn't be a Magic Duel stream without something going really weirdly wrong. Anything at all? Come on, something has to happen here. Anything at all, please. It'll be this Thursday, yeah, the one coming up. So I'll be getting drunk beyond belief on Thursday, to be hungover on Friday, to sober up on Saturday and get drunk beyond belief and be hungover on Sunday. That's the plan. Yeah, I think we broke the game. I think we're in a pretty dominating position anyway, but... Oh god, that is my alarm to tell me to stop streaming. How many people were still on the list, by the way, out of curiosity? And how many of them have not played? Because I think this is actually going to have to do it, unless there's somebody on the list who hasn't played yet. None? Alright, well. Perfect time to end the stream then, I guess. Alright guys, well... I think we were going to win that. Maybe, actually. He did have a tutelage on the board, so depending on what was in his hand, he could make us redraw all of our cards again like last time. But, oh, Luby. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Alright, guys. If you haven't yet done so, then be sure to follow the stream to get notifications when we go live. I will be streaming on the Thursday coming up for some drunk stream. I'm going to be playing Darkest Dungeon again. And I'm going to try and get through the entirety of this bottle again, which is going to be fun. So, yeah, last time it was a blast. We're going to be doing song requests as well, so if you want to come along and show me what music you're into, or even just troll me, you could also just do that, I suppose. That might end up happening, but that's something. Saturday and Sunday, though, I shall not be streaming because I'll be going to a stag do, so I'll be hungover the next day. So they'll be shifted to the Monday and Tuesday. Straight after that, so if you do want to come along for that, then that is also available to you. Anyway guys, thank you very much for everybody who stuck around. It's been an absolute blast as always, and I will see some of you, if not all of you, in the Thursday stream. Alright guys, see you later.